Hello, the Gentleman Gamer here, and I taking a little trip. I decided after seeing Caroline Star and the Veil of the Silent, I decided to take a trip to the New Eden system in the Genesis region of Amar Losec. And the description for it is: in the beginning all things were as one. God parted them, breathed breath of life into this creation, divided the parts and gave each its place, and unto each bestowed purpose. The Scriptures, Book 1, verses 4. Now, I came here to take a look at the Eve Gate, which is the collapsed wormhole of that supposedly brought humans into the New Eden cluster. Now, in the system itself, there's not actually a whole lot to visit here. There's only one planet. It has no moons, one Stargate, no asteroid belts, nothing. No stations, obviously nothing. Other than this, of course. Yep, and that is the remnants of the giant wormhole. Now, I thought it was just a collapsed wormhole, like kind of the wormholes you take to get into W space. But after doing some reading, I realized that it's actually not a wormhole per se, like that collapse when we're using to get into wormhole space. It's actually the remnants of a giant, massive Stargate. And on the Stargate, it has the three letters on it, EVE. That's why they call it the Eve Gate in all capital letters. It's actually physically written on the whatever's ever left of the machinery around this anomaly here, this gate. Now, I'll do a little of the reading I found while researching this from Interstellar Traveling on the Eve Gate. The New Eden system is an enigma to us. The system itself is not that impressive. Just some debris and a few asteroid belts. Well, I didn't find any asteroid belts, but whatever. Orbiting a pale white dwarf. At the outskirts of the system is a phenomenon that has puzzled us for centuries. At the center of this phenomenon lies a huge structure, obviously built by some advanced civilization eons ago. The structure looks very much like a jump gate, except is many times bigger than any space structure of ours. The gate is fairly plain all around, but there are markings here and there in some ancient language that has not been fully decrypted. At the top, the largest of these markings is a three-letter word that says EVE, Eve. There isn't full agreement among scholars about the meaning of this word, but most people regard it as simply the name of the gate. Now, every indication points to this being. Check D-scan real quick. Oh, Nestero. VX Moon 11. Very sneaky. Hold on. V. X, no, V. X. Tack Moon. That's smart. That made me laugh. 11. Very sneaky. There we go. That made me laugh. Let's see what we got up to. Scope, 26 days old. Oh no, much older than that. A lot older. 03, old character indeed. Anyway. A little 7-0 for him. Anyway, back to the reading here. Now, every indication points... Okay, every indication points to this being the gate that our forefathers used to enter this world. But despite massive studies on the gate and the Eve system in whole, that we haven't uncovered what happened to the gate all those millennia ago. Extremely bright and powerful electromagnetic turbulence emits from the Eve Gate, as it's commonly called. This turbulence seems to originate from within the gate, so it's believed that the gate is actually open, and electromagnetic storms are coming through whatever the gate is linked to. So right there, the gate might still be working. The gate might not have collapsed at all. A lot of times I've heard that the Eve Gate collapsed, or Eve the wormhole collapsed and caused all the issues in the systems and caused the original colonies from Earth to collapse. But it appears that's probably not the case. It's probably still operating. It's probably just too violent to get near. Whatever system it's linked to, something happened to it, a supernova, something, and it's shooting out all this violent, dangerous energy out of it. In any case, the turbulence makes it difficult to study the gate. Fortunately, the storms pulsate rhythmically. Interesting. Meaning that every other year or so, they rescend enough to allow closer scrutiny. Even then, the turbulence is enough to rip to pieces any vessel foolish enough to wander too close. So there is time periods for this, for the Eve Gate, where you can get closer to the actual structure of the gate, and actually take a closer look if you are brave enough, or maybe stupid enough to do it. The immense brightness emitting from the gate can be seen in solar systems close to the Eve system as a vibrating bright star on the night sky. But even in systems in the farthest regions of the known world, it can still be seen with the aid of the telescope. The Amarians, whose home system is only a few light years from the Eve system, were in the best position to marvel at the gate. Many thousands of years ago, while still on the primitive level, the Amarians actually coupled the particular phenomenon they saw in the sky with the old age religion. Even today, the Eve Gate holds a great importance to the Amarian state religion, which makes sense, really, when you think about it. You know, they're really close to it. They see it in the night sky, and I actually wonder if that being part of their religion, I wonder if that prompted them to push for space travel, and they were the first to get back into space and the warp drives and whatnot, if I remember properly anyway. The search for our ancestors goes on. Even in the facts leads us to the Eve system, it seems the end of the road. The extensive studies done there over the decades seem no closer to providing the answer to this important question. There's an excerpt from Alan Ambrosius' Troffer paper on interstellar traveling. Now, that's from one of the sources I read, looking it up. Now, like, the history of the actual wormhole itself, it seems to be, I have one saying it was a Stargate, another one saying it's a wormhole. But I'm assuming if it was a wormhole, maybe they stabilized it in some fashion with the gate around it. So that's what I think anyway. I'm not sure about it, but I've seen every time I read different things. Some say it's just a wormhole, and some say it's actually a Stargate like machinery around this anomaly. So I'm assuming maybe if it is a wormhole, they will stabilize with this this gate, or maybe it's just a gate that kind of looks like a wormhole, I guess, or like in the prophecy video, where they had that giant massive Stargate and it turns on, obviously, and, you know. Now the reason I came here was because of the Caroline star. I made a video a couple days ago about. I think you can actually see it from here still. I think it's this right here. My cursor's right over it. I think that's the Caroline star. And a few weeks ago, it came into... No. Where are you going, Hugh? I'm not done yet. You keep going that direction. Silliest arrow. But I made a video about that, and it's very bright. And a lot of people are speculating that this star coming out of Jove space is another supermassive Stargate. similar to the Eve Gate. One of the theories, anyway. Some people would say it's supernova. Some people say it's some sort of Sancha-tied experiment with wormholes. No one knows really. But I know there's also another thing I read as well about a new star coming into the sky, and it happened before a star coming into the New Eden sky and then disappearing. And let's see, it's called the Boot-Inni star, I guess. Now, this is the story for it. Due to this mysterious nature, the Eve Gate is referenced in a number of theories, conspiracy legends in New Eden's history. In Y109, a massive light source, bright enough to be seen throughout New Eden, was observed by the population. Lasting for several weeks, the light vanished as quickly as it appeared. Public opinion holds that this star was actually a light from the Eve Gate collapse in the ancient home of New Eden's colonists, finally reaching their children's eyes. Scientists were quick to dismiss this notion, based on the calculations of the theorized distance to the ancient homeworld and estimated passage of time. But some still choose to believe that the star was their brush with ancient history. They theorize that the Eve Gate may have moved the ancient colonists through time as well as space, or that New Eden itself moves at a different time scale. The truth may never be revealed. So, it happened before where a star has reappeared in the sky, but then disappeared. Now, I think the difference between this and this time with the Caroline star and the other time, we kind of know where it's coming from. We know it's starting in Jove space, so it's not like that situation with the Eve Gate. Well, people think it's the Eve Gate. Seeing it in no, get back over there. I know you don't want to go there. It's scary. Back over there, you. But we know where it's coming. We know what system it's coming from, and if you go closer to Jove space, it does get way brighter. So. That's a little interesting little tidbit there. I don't think it's really related. Yeah, I think the Caroline star might be just another one of these supermassive stargates. Someone built one, turned it on, and it's bright. You can see it. That is my that's my theory, though. I heard some people say it as well, so I'm going with that theory. I think it's a supermassive stargate. It leads to, I don't know what it leads to. I'm not sure if they can pinpoint where it's going to lead to and when they build it, and they know where they're going. But that's what I'm going with. I'm thinking it's a big stargate like the Eve Gate over here. And I don't know where it goes. It could be, but people say, if you rearrange the letters in Thera, you get Earth. That might be interesting. I'm not sure if it leads back to Earth. It'd be cool, I think, if the new stargates lead to Earth. But that's all speculation at the moment. But I think I'll end the video here. But I think I'll end it in a way that most people who come to the Eve Gate end it. So I'm going to stop the ship real quick. I've been micro warp driving for about like 3 hours, pretty much. And a lot of people, if you go to this tab here and we press scan, they leave little cargo containers here, a little message. And I would like to do the same. So I'm going to launch for self. Yes, I'm sure. I'm going to rename it. Set name. Anarcho John was here. What is today's date anyway, huh? December. Oh wow, December. I'll put 12-2 2004. John, Anarcho John was here. Yeah, that was it. I was here. but you see here. There we go. And you see here. So all these people leaving messages from 2006, it seems. Wow. Maybe we can. I can leave another cargo container when I get to the new one, the new massive Stargate there as well. But that's it, I guess. I'm gonna go exploring. I have a few sites here. I think it'd be very nice finding a wormhole here to do some more exploring. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you like the video. If you like it, leave a like. If like the content, subscribe please. And fly safe and fly brave.